look at a capacity crowd that's been anxiously awaiting the start of this one. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And remember now, this is only a 5-game series, so this is an elimination game. And I think that anytime a team's season is on the line, well, they've got to play with a sense of urgency. So I think that's exactly what we're going to see here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 St. Louis Cardinals.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Madden will line them up like this. They'll have to match up against one of the very best around these past few seasons, the hard-throwing right-hander Adam Wainwright. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight.
And you know, these guys were shut out last time out. And hey, that's going to happen here in the postseason. I mean, it's not like you're facing these journeyman number 4, number 5 starters anymore. Once you get into the postseason, it's the best of the best. You're seeing number 1s, number 2s, and you know, they've got another tough assignment here. But hey, no question, this offense has to get going if they're going to hang around in this series at all.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Good pitch there as this swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Yep, good start out there on the hill. Nice strikeout, gives you a good positive outlook to build on going forward.
Chris Bryant will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Here's the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And the payoff pitch here is hit on the ground down to third. Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now, 2 away. Anthony Rizzo will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch on the way. Now here's a ball hit back up the middle past Wainwright and into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Miguel Montero will get his first opportunity here in Game 4, and you'd have to say he's been a non-factor here these first 3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have to step up his game. They need him to help.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A good first inning of work for Adam Wainwright. It's the Cubs nothing, Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. John Jay will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Matt Carpenter will stand in now. He'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out. Matt Holliday will get his first opportunity now. Runner still at first with 1 away. And there he goes towards second. On the ground down the first base line. Pause, now the pitch. They'll try it again from first. Hit on the ground to shortstop. And that's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
And ideally on this play, you'd like to think you could make it up to third, but no sense risking it if you're not sure. So even though he was in motion on the pitch, he's going to wind up holding on at second base. Hey, better to be safe than sorry.
Matt Adams is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. He hasn't caught up.
Sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Austin Jackson leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Left fielder, Austin Jackson.
Now here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Starlin Castro will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press him.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base.
And in a scoreless ball game, a lot of times it's a manufactured run that gets your guys on the board first. And they'll have an opportunity to do so now as he's in scoring position on the stolen base.
He's set, now the pitch. Runs up to bunt, and he gets it down to the right side. And all Molina can do is throw on to first, so the sacrifice is a good one.
And in a scoreless game, hey, there's no shame in playing for one here to try to get your guys on the board. And they're in good position to cash in now as that moves the runner to third base here with just one out.
Jorge Soler will step in here with a runner at third now, so maybe an important at-bat here early in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you really need to get something out of this inning, even if it's just a sacrifice fly. If you let this guy off the hook,
and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Jason Hayward will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now the pitch. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
and I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Yadier Molina will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
It seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
And this is on the outside corner for strike one. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now. And with 2 away, look at our playoff tree here. And our winner here gets set to take on the LA Dodgers in the NLCS. Johnny Peralta will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Grounded, foul. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Another 0-2 coming. Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Addison Russell is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Second baseman, Addison.
Here's the first offering. Ooh, right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Now here it comes. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Look at this. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
In now, Kyle Hendricks. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. The pitch. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, the reason he's having the success he's had so far comes down to one main reason. It's changing speeds effectively. Now, you saw it in evidence right there. That's what you got to do to be a big-time pitcher.
Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Now here's the pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Hayward is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. Still 0-0. Colton Wong makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Pitch on the way. And he goes with the 0-2 here as this is on the ground to third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Adam Wainwright steps in now. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Chris Bryant will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
First pitch to him. And the 4th inning will open here with the ball hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Now here's the first pitch. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Well, starting to see some better swings now this second time through the lineup. He had them pretty much on their heels the first time through, but this ball was squared up about as good as you can do it, and he was fortunate that it was hit right at someone.
Miguel Montero will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this will be fouled away. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Matt Carpenter will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. First pitch coming. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Matt Holliday will dig in. He singled his first time around. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. And the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And as you can see there, neither of these guys will get too much higher than this. 92 on the one hand versus an even 90 on the other. Matt Adams will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The pitch. And this will be fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And the sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long.
I'll hold that thought as the play is made out there for out number 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Austin Jackson will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On to first, and there were 2 down.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on 1 big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Jorge Soler is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Now the 3-0 offering. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
With 2 away, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
First offering on the way. Addison Russell is the batter now as he looks at a ball, 1-0. On the way. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in now, Kyle Hendricks, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
They got him to lunge at one there as this is popped high in the air over toward the left side of the infield. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. Halfway home, still no score. First pitch coming. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Now here it comes. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Fouled back. Now here's the pitch. And that misses, 1-1. Here it comes. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Adam Wainwright is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Probably not a steal situation here with the pitcher at the plate. You want that pitcher to hit. You don't want to risk getting thrown out and forcing him to lead off the next inning.
From the stretch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Fowler will put this one away to retire the side. Cards leave one. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Dexter Fowler will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the 6th.
3-0 is on the way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Now the 3-1 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Now in a scoreless game, I've got a hunch he may get a green light here. They may want to try and get something started that way.
Chris Bryant will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Runner goes for second. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. There to take it is Jay, and he's got it for the first out.
Get into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And easy to read the thought process here as he starts him out with a sinker below the knees, and it's 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
That misses. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. His first homer here in the series as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, this is how you got to do it this league. If you give up a 2-run home run, you got to just move on quickly. He's still upset about it, don't get me wrong, but it's when you dwell on it that you get yourself into more trouble.
And the first pitch here is pulled on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's now 2-0 Chicago. John Jay will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Center fielder.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
Now, he's been outstanding so far.
And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And a rather easy first out.
The amazing thing is that he's still yet to strike a guy out so far. But when you've got good movement on your off-speed stuff, you don't have to strike guys out to be successful.
Now the first pitch. Matt Carpenter is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Matt Holliday will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on, and it looks to be the right-hander Matt Belisle. Starlin Castro will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Starlin Castro.
Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. In is Jorge Soler, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's set. Now the pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command. 0-2. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. He waits. Now the pitch. And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out.
For me, if that's the pitcher up there, I leave the sacrifice on. If it's the bottom of the 9th in a tie game, I leave it on as well. But here, I mean, swing the bat. I don't care too much for that decision with 2 strikes. Not in this spot.
Running is Castro. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
You know, with just the slim lead that they have right now, this is still anybody's game. So you hate to give away base runners in situations like this. Now, if it's your elite base stealer, go ahead, let him fly. But right here, this is a tough out for me to give away.
That almost got him. Hits a ball and a strike.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Here it comes. 2-1. Out in front of the 2-1 as this is on the ground at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. They're up 2-0. Matt Adams will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Over now is Jackson, and he's got it for the first out. Jason Hayward will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Now the pitch. And this is hit weakly in fair territory up the line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Yadier Molina will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Fouled straight back. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Soler is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0. Kyle Hendricks will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Kyle Hendricks.
First pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Dexter Fowler will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is taken in easily, and just like that, 2 are gone to start the 8th inning. A good old-fashioned Midwest battle here in St. Louis with the visiting Cubs leading the Cardinals here in the 8th as you take a look at our line score to this point. Chris Bryant will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Johnny Peralta will stand in now, hoping to get on top of one for a change. He's popped out in successive plate appearances. Here's the first offering. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. First pitch to him. Colton Wong stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0 home. 2-0 now.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. Just come right after him.
Now the 2-0 home. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Ready with the 2-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Cardinals have come back to even things at 2.
Great work he's done on the mound. Well, it just got undone on one swing. He's gone from being in total control to, we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Brandon Moss will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching
call
for
to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Here comes the pitch to Moss. now. This ball's in the air to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
In now is John Jay. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Jackson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Matt Carpenter is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Boy, they've done a really good job against this guy so far. And it's the first time in the series that they've held him without a hit.
Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. And the pitch. Opposite field to left. And that's going to get down out there.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. And this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Matt Holliday standing in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that...
And hold on there, that's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
And I think everybody in the ballpark knew that he was going to be running with 2 away. But even when you know it's coming, he's still hard to get a handle on. And he's in the scoring position now with that stolen base.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
No offer by Holliday, and he's aboard. It's ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's Matt Adams now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's another 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Jason Hayward will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
Had a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Tommy Hunter will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8. First pitch coming. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. He's ready. Now the pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Well, there have been some hard-hit balls in the inning already, but this isn't exactly one of them, but it's going to work out well for him just the same. He reaches here with another hit in the inning, and this one's just an infield single.
Yadier Molina is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. We'll try again 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Big pitch here, 1-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Will this be a big out of the bullpen? Rizzo is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's now 3-2 St. Louis. Steve Cishek will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth. Mark Reynolds has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman. Anthony Rizzo will be the one to start things off with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a Game 5. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Here it comes. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the ninth.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound.
Kevin Segrist will come on now as he'll try to record the final 2 outs here. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Miguel Montero comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a 1-batter out.
He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Reynolds is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggle.
Trevor Rosenthal is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Austin Jackson will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. First pitch coming. In there, no balls and a strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
The 0-1. And a fly ball. And this should do it. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs. And who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Starlin Castro will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Jackson goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, this is taking a little bit of a gamble when you're down by 1 run, but it's kind of a smart gamble. And he now moves into scoring position where they can tie the game up with a single instead of needing an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. The 0-1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star. 43,975 fans on their feet now here in St. Louis. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now another 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Now his swing as he shoots this one over to first. And the Cardinals are a step closer. They'll move on to the NL Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
So a good ball game is what we just watched. With runs hard to come by, it makes it much easier to find our difference maker, and this was the man, no doubt. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.